Geek Myths, a novel about life, love, and the pursuit of sonic screwdrivers. Available in paperback and Kindle edition from Amazon.
Scanning for audio.
Welcome to the Big Finish 20th anniversary review podcast from me, Michael, at the Tin Dog. Oh, forget it. Look, it's a Tin Dog podcast. This is number 2, and I'm talking about the Split Infinitive. Because I mourned the loss of countermeasures. I did. I was gutted that they weren't going to make any more. So obviously, as soon as Big Finish say they're not going to make any more, you hang around a few months and there's another one. It's brilliant. Because I just love them. Seriously, if you've not come across the Intrusion Countermeasures team in either their original black and white incarnation or their colourful 70s one, yeah, neither of which really existed on TV, thank you, just in case you're wondering, because these are the people from the Dalek story, you know all this, they're kind of Big Finish's, well, not even a hidden gem. They're the quarter pounder of Big Finish. You go in for a Big Mac, but the quarter pounders are always there, and you go, my God, these are great. It's that kind of thing. That doesn't really make sense. Perhaps I'm just hungry. That really does make more sense. So, what have we got going on in this story? Here's the synopsis. Number 2. The Split Infinitive by John Dorney. A criminal gang appears to have recruited a member with time-bending powers. It's a case for Countermeasures team in the 60s and the 70s. The 7th Doctor and Ace have their work cut out to save the day twice over and make sure Gilmore, Rachel and Allison don't collide with their past or their future. The thing is, you've got 2 parallel stories, the 7th Doctor, Ace. You've got the 60s version of Countermeasures and a simultaneous plot happening with the 70s version of Countermeasures. You've got an explanation at one point of the problem that is unit dating. I mean, this box set solves unit dating. Come on, it's worth shelling out money just for that. Yeah, and it only really solves unit dating if you believe that sort of nonsense. Anyway, can I just say, I absolutely love these people. So, the only person who's slightly underused in this storyline is Sir Toby. And you know what? If you're juggling the Doctor, Ace and the entire Intrusion Countermeasures team in 2 completely separate time zones, that is a headache that I would not want as a writer. Seriously, I just wouldn't. You just think, oh my God, they're not going to be able to understand this, the storyline's going to go all over the place. No! It's laid out perfectly. And when you find out who the baddies are, oh, you just punch the air with joy because Big Finish yet again get it right. They are perfect choices. Seriously, it's just great. And again, like last time, there's an overhanging thing that kind of leads on to the next story. So you can see you're beginning to see a bit of a theme, a bit of a through, a bit of a Torchwood. You know what I mean? A bit of a bad wolf thread. Let's put it that way. Something has happened to time that has resulted in this actual narrative having to take place. And you're not quite sure at what point in the Doctor's timeline that particular event has happened or if he was involved. I'm saying he because in these stories it's all the male Doctor, but you know what I mean, if the Doctor was involved. Oh, it was so nice. And when it just all fits together, you don't know quite what's going on. There's some brilliant stuff. And you know what? In my mind's eye, the flashback earlier sequences, weirdly, were in black and white, and the 70s version were in that lurid colour that you got on all of those ITC dramas. It's a recreation of a programme that never existed, and you know what? That is so up my street. A brilliant second story, fantastic box set. I've got a feeling it's only going to get better, because I saw a certain tweet from a certain, member of the Verity podcast about how upsetting the next story is, and as it's called The Sacrifice of Joe Grant, I'm worried. So, spoiler free as always. Absolutely loving the box set. Be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, The Legacy of Time.
I don't believe it. Ah, there you are. What kept you? Cocktails?
Ah, this should be interesting.
Doctor! Hey, Doctor!
Who are these strange shouting women?
Archaeologists.
Brilliant. When can we have an adventure?
It's already started.
Whoa, Allison, good work!
We've had a bit more experience since the last time you met us. We can handle ourselves these days.
I can tell.
You must have activated his jetpack!
It'll take him time to get it under control.
I need to link the holes and then pass physically through the breach you arrived through.
That sounds too simple.
Oh, it's simple enough.
I'll have a couple of men help set up a...
Kate, watch out!
No, Joe! Get back! No!
Wow! I've never seen a TARDIS appear like that before.
Not many have. I need to get your ship on the same wavelength as mine. Do you mind?
I'm Jenny. Did I say that already?
Hello, Jenny. I'm the Doctor.
What?
What is happening out there? Things live in the vortex.
Vortisaurs. And no, they're usually much warier. I suggest you call a halt to abandoning ship.
The Multihaven and Cybermen in Singapore!
I'm in the eye of the storm, the time storm. Wish me luck!
Good luck! You're not from 1751. You have no right to be here either.
Release your prisoner and leave.
You think you can threaten us? Oh, yes. You're outnumbered.
And outgunned.
But surely she cannot be the Doctor?
Listen, the next time you need a favour, ask someone else.
I have no idea who you are, and I haven't asked you to do anything.
Time travel does my head in. Come on, we haven't got all day.
Navigational coordinates reprogrammed.
Dimensional stabilizers engaged.
Temporal buffers online.
We're clear for vortex access.
Power levels at maximum.
Force fields up.
Dematerialize! Now!
Dematerializing.
Big Finish. We love stories.
On Saturday the 31st of August 2019, Hooverville returns. The Derby Quad brings us the best Little Doctor Who convention in the world. Guests announced so far include Andrew Smith, Ingrid Oliver, Osgood, Sophia Miles, Madame Pompadour, the girl in the fireplace, Nabil Shaban, who played Syl, Christopher Ryan, Lord Kiv in Mind Warp, and General Stahl in the Sontaran Stratagem, Edward Russell, former Doctor Who brand manager, Rob Ritchie, 3D animator on the Macra Terror, Keith Barnfather from Real Time Pictures, Chris Chapman, Doctor Who VAM producer, James Burgess, model maker on Mission to the Own remake, and there are sponsored guests including Michael E. Bryant, director, and Simon Fisher-Becker, who played Dorian Maltivar. There are still guests to be announced, and some of them are pretty impressive. So get yourself over to the Derby Quad website and book yourself a ticket for Saturday the 31st of August 2019. See you there. That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.